Hi and welcome to Nerdy Gamers. The game today we're going to look at is Dead Pixels as part of the Indie Royale graduation bundle. For more details about the game itself and the developers, you can look in the description below. But for now, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we should take a look at is the launcher. This is the bit that will actually launch the game. And we can have a look at the options. Now, as you can see, you've got the full screen and lighting effects, resolution, which goes down from a tiny 800 by 600 all the way up to, just get there, 1920 by 1200. You can also set the configuration for the PSX pad, Xbox 360 pad, keyboard and mouse, and Logitech pad. So there's a couple of different ways that you can actually play the game. What we're going to do now is actually start up a game and get into the action. Hi, and welcome back. Now, as you can see, Dead Pixels, an 8-bit zombie sim. You can see the pixelated style. Now, we got a choice of new game, continue game. We can have a look at the high scores, options, and credits and exit. What we'll do is take a quick look at the options. You can see we can turn the music off and on, but there's no way of having actual volume control. I've had to do that during using my system settings. You can have the sound effects on, so as you can hear, it doesn't go off. Vibration affects your gamepad. Film grain, that turns off that nice little effect, which is actually one of the very nice elements, I think, of this. Intermissions and HUD placement. High scores, as you can see what you've managed to achieve. This is the Last Stand single player high scores. You can have a look at co-op high scores. This only recorded for the Last Stand. You could continue an existing game or start a new game. There's also links to the Facebook and Twitter pages for it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the new game. Now, Dead Pixels is the original scenario for it, in which you take a character and you have to survive through 10 different streets, making your way through a number of different variety of enemies, which become more numerous, and different types of enemies starting to appear. And you'll pick up various objects which you can use to sell, buy better equipment, buy new items, and also improve your character. The solution is a much shortened part of this. You start off with a previously leveled character, and it's a much shorter path. You don't have as much to play, but the action is a lot more intense. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Last Stand. Now you can play this locally with co-op, you and your friend, or you can play it single player. 3 days after the army pulled out of New HEXINGTON, after days of fighting the survivors, were close to the airport. Low on ammo, they knew they wouldn't last long in a fight. Unfortunately, the airport was surrounded by a horde like they'd never seen before. They had no chance of fighting their way through. Without anyone saying anything, Hurley got the attention of the herd and lured them into a mall opposite the airport. He had cleared the way for the other survivors, but trapped himself in the mall. With nothing left to do but to kill as many as he could, he decided to make a stand. Last Stand. Now, as you can see, we're going to start off. We've got the WASD controls. We've got different route areas that we can enter. See these arrows? This just shows where we can go in. Trader, traders. There's nowhere we can actually search, but fortunately we've got infinite amount of ammo. What we do have is a limited amount of medkits and also grenades. Now, grenades come in very handy should you fight a large amount of zombies at the same time. However, they're not instant explosives, so they do take a few moments in order to actually go off. Now, we're kind of getting through these zombies at a decent pace at the moment. This weapon that we've got is not particularly good, and we'll be looking to try and improve on this as soon as we can. Just got to be a bit careful. As you can see, life is rather quite simple. You take a hit, you lose some of your life bar. We're doing a lot of dodging. The standard zombies are quite easy. We can just kind of take our time. Now, if you notice, the body started flashing. Now, because I wasn't able to get to that body in time, I managed to lose the money that it dropped. So it is kind of imperative that you get to bodies as quickly as possible. Now it looks like that might be the end. Yes, we've reached the end. None of these areas are searchable. Well, that's a little bit odd. Because I'm walking along the side, we go at a certain speed, but if I go up diagonally, we kind of increase. It looks like we're running a little bit faster, even though we're not actually going any faster at all. Now we just need to track down these last 3 zombies, and we'll complete the wave. Probably shouldn't have gone that far over to the side. They're going to be... there they are. Ooh, kind of got to watch that. I've only got a limited number of med kits. Got 2 med kits. If I press Q, as you can see, I just swap over to a different med kit. If I had other grenades, by pressing E, I'd swap over to them. Now we're just going to go and kill this last zombie, and we'll get onto the next wave. There we go. We get a survival bonus, and amongst all the other things, we got time to enter traders. Now, as you can see, selling, we haven't really got anything. We got a shotgun, and we got this very weak sidearm with infinite amount of ammo. Now, the actual shotgun, there is a limited amount of ammo that you'll have for it, I suspect. We'll find out in a moment. Grenades, items. What can we buy? We can buy ammo. As you can see, we've got lots of different types of ammo that we can buy. Now, all this ammo is color coordinated. So if you've got a gun of the same color, it uses that type of ammo. Now, this makes it quite effective just at a glance to see what kind of weapon that you're using. So, one of the things we might want to look at is the 18 shells. That's one thing that we could do. Or we could actually take a look at trying to see if we can get a new weapon. Now we've got a couple of different shotguns. We've got the scroll bar. Ooh, don't want that. Let's just see if we can go further down. Lots of nice weapons. Quite expensive if we go down. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to save that money. We're kind of doing okay. Is there anything he wants? He's not looking for anything. Upgrades. We can get increased weapon skills, strength, bargaining. Not going to happen. Luck. Let's actually buy some luck. Might not be much. We're going to lose out on a weapon. But it'll give us a chance. Okay. Now, as you can see, now those ones you saw, a lot faster, but they're a lot weaker. So on each wave, it looks like the zombies are going to get slightly more numerous, because instead of 15, we've got 25, and also the variety is increasing. So we now should no longer have the standard 2 types of zombies, but we've now got 3 at the very least. Now, one of the things I could do is I could swap over to my shotgun. Now, I'll just clear off this one. There we go, we've got him. Now, if I press I can see what I've got. Weapons, items, valuables, status. If we go to weapons, I can swap over to my shotgun. Shows you the damage, range, rate of fire, and the penetration. And as you can see, when I equip it, it shows us that we've got 40 ammo for it. Right, so if I click on this one, no penetration, damage is a little bit lower, range is about the same, but we get infinite ammo. So we've got no real need to use anything else at the moment, because it's not really going to get that much of an advantage out using a shotgun, other than that we could hit multiple zombies at the same time, which is really not going to affect us at the moment. Ooh, skip out of the way of that one. That's the only problem with those zombies. They kind of fire that long range stuff. Oh, no, we didn't manage to get that in time. Now, one of the things, if you had noticed, if you can kill zombies relatively quickly in short order, you do get a combo bonus. There we go. We managed to get our combo bonus up to 4. Now, where are these other zombies? Seems to be one of the issues with The Last Stand, I've just noticed, is just there's a lot of area to cover. Going into the just too long and trying to track down where these zombies are, I'd rather it be a little bit more frantic and a little bit more active. Because I really don't want to be wandering over and over and over the same bits of ground just to find it. Yeah, look, no zombies. I've got to now go all the way back over to the other side in order to find it. So what you're going to do, you're going to speed up this little bit of film so you don't have to watch it all. No, won't need to. Found one fairly quickly. So you can just ignore that comment, because you'll notice I didn't actually speed up the film at all. And here we go, we're just trying to mop up the last of them. I'll just check out the next wave, and then I'll go show you one of the other scenarios. Ooh, dodge out of the way of that. Ah! No, it looks like I died. Wasn't paying too much of attention. Managed to kill 32 zombies, and we survived 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So at least now I've managed to get up to show my high score. I got up to wave 2. Right, let's go take a look at the single player of the solution. We're going to put it on the easiest level. September 16th, 1983. H. Mason Maximum Security Correctional Facility. We've chosen you for a mission of the utmost importance. We're sending you to New HEXINGTON, New York. Mid-July, an incident happened at a chemical plant reanimated the recently deceased. Since then, we've been looking for a solution to this problem. We think you might be that solution. At 1900 hours, you'll be dropped off at the city's airport. From there, you'll head west to the city's power plant. In the plant, you'll activate its triggering systems. You will then escape the city. If you're in need of supplies or reinforcements, contact me via radio. You can also search houses for supplies and weapons. Haha, it's quite funny, it showed the blood type on the screen back there. Very Japanese. If you survive all this, missed that, good luck. Okay, now, on this we get to choose the particular character that we use. So as you can see, this character is very lucky, speed, good trader, but that's kind of it. Over here, sentenced murderer for life. He's a good melee character. She's good at melee herself and very fast. He's got high gun skill. He's incredibly good with gun skill. Crime classified, sentence classified. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take Kirkman. Here's some tips to help you complete the mission. 1. Only carry what you need. There's no one alive in the city to barter with. If you need supplies or reinforcements, call me on the radio. If you need to save, you can use one of your ink ribbons. Remember, once you're done, you have to get back to the airport. Okay, as you can see, we start off with some 2 small medkits, some ink ribbons, and also the radio supplies. We've also only got 2 hand grenades. We've got a shotgun, and that's it. So we've got 40 shots. If we press spacebar, as you can see, the little shotgun goes forward, and that's him using it as a melee weapon. Okay, now the objective is just literally to get to the airport. We don't actually have to try and kill these zombies at all. So what we can do is we could avoid them. Now moving up to the garage, I press spacebar, I search, and there you go. I've just managed to search it, and you get the spray can showing you that this area is now completely searched out. Found a new weapon, a med kit. So as you can see, it's quite worthwhile searching an area. And of course, if we press I, go to our weapons, we can see that we've picked up the new gun. Less penetration, but higher damage and a higher shoot rate. So I'm actually going to equip that for the moment. And apparently accidentally shoot, because I pressed it incorrectly. Box of hundreds, that's for the one of the Uzis. You can go through that incredibly quickly. Another gun, but we also get an incendiary grenade. I'll show you that. Press right click, and as you can see, it goes out, slowly burns them. Go grab some money as we go past. You see, this gun's very effective. So we're getting a lot of that ammo, but we're not going to go around and kill every single zombie because we've actually got no real need. Handguns, some more. We're just going to grab all of this for the moment. We'll sort out what we need. Adrenaline, more ammo. Kind of getting close to the edge of our carrying capacity. That's okay. We can just drop the items that we don't need. Probably want to take care of those guys, because those can be a little bit problematic. There we go. I'll just get rid of him. Don't want to get hit by them. Grenades, flares. As you can see, the flare causes a small incendiary damage, but doesn't have that initial explosion. Now, as you can see, pretty much managed to fill up our inventory. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look around and see what we got. Well, we don't need all of these. We don't need the handguns. We got 3 of these, so we can get rid of a couple of those. Because, of course, as I said, there's nobody to sell anything to. So, not strictly speaking, we don't need them. And there we go. We get to the end of the street. We're now 4 streets away. We keep searching these, manage to get more ammo. We haven't found any new weapons recently. We found another incendiary grenade. Now, this is one of the issues I was talking about in my roundup video. It can get a little bit repetitive. Now, we do have some new scenery, but only ever so slightly. As you see, you don't actually have to engage in every single battle in order to do it. Now, one of the nice things is, as you can see, I do like the artistic style. It's very easy to play and very easy to get used to. There we go, managed to just grab all that, and you see that's one of the new zombies just here. A little bit tougher than your standard zombie. Oop, just managed to get a hit there. Now if you notice, this character has more life than the other ones. And we're playing on the stand. The original game plays very similar to this, except it's a little bit longer, and you don't start off with as many skills, but you do get the traders, which you saw, which you can, instead of discarding these items, you can just actually trade with them. Now let's just have a look at that. Oh, that's a lot better. Do we actually, we're going to equip that one, discard one of them, and we're going to get rid of this because that's just not as good in any way, shape or form. So we got ourselves a much better rifle now. Oh yes, look at that. 80 odd damage. They're even trying. So again, we're just going to run through, and this is actually kind of what you do in the main game as well. You can actually just avoid large chunks of the game just by simply keep running, shooting where you're needing to, and just remember, if you do get yourself in a little bit of a jam, you can do this, get up close, press space, because there are times that if you go and try and shoot everything on purpose, you will run out of ammo. So it's kind of useful to remember that you can do that. Just a quick might find yourself panicking and going, what do I do? Now if I kind of get a little bit closer, you can see if I don't do anything, they do take life off me. And this is kind of it. And we just kind of keep going. And while it's very interesting to play, you can kind of start to see some of the limitations of the game. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip forward a bit and actually get to the end of this section so you can see more about how it will finish in comparison to the main body of the game. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll be back shortly and you can see how this kind of level pans out. Now as you can see, I'm just running through the next section, which is actually the mall, and you've seen this previously on the last stand. So they do make good use of reusing the assets, but it also shows that there is a limit of what you can actually do with this game and how you can get some repeatability. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to skip through again until something more interesting turns up. Okay, now we re-enter the game, we're 1 street away, and we've got some different lighting effects here, which is kind of new. We're entered a sort of like an underground area, and the light keeps flickering on and off. So I mean, each level within the game does have its own sort of like unique features. So there is that sort of like continually going on throughout the entire game. Ooh, and as you can see also the number of zombies is starting to get more and more. So it's getting a lot harder to navigate through. What we're going to do is we're going to swap over to the shotgun. This is going to be a lot more effective this stage. Because as you can see, we get a rather large spread. Also, we've got a lot of shots left for that. As you can see, we've still just got to kind of generally ambling our way through, and we will get there in time. Oh, there you go. There's a load of critical damage there. As you can see, they do alert you when they've actually noticed you with the exclamation mark. But yeah, most of this game is built up with just skipping through. And here we go. Now we've got to get out of here. Now, I'm sure on a higher difficulty level, this is going to be a lot more difficult. I mean, of course, I am playing it on the easiest level. And you can see they've even got a nice little lighting effect. They thought about it. It's you've got red light whilst the warning's going off. So, I mean, they've put a lot of detail into this. And lighting effects, the zombies' eyes are glowing. Whoa, What we need to do, swap over to a small med kit. Going to press F in order to use it. Fireworks. We'll keep that handy just in case we need it. That was not kind of what I planned there. Did you see that zombie's eyes narrowed when they actually noticed you? Yes, if only you could do something about the voice as well. And there we go. And now we've got to go back the other direction. That's where we originally came. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, skip through so you can kind of see how it turns out. Okay, be back in a moment. Okay, we're back in the mall again. As you can see, now we've got a new type of zombie over here, the soldier. And he also spits out stuff as well. So there's lots of new dangers that we're encountering. And see this, we got yet another new zombie which has appeared. This super fast zombie which has just appeared and disappeared completely out of the screen before we even knew what was going on. So even now in the later stages they are advancing. Ooh, maybe that was not the best idea. They're still advancing the different... Well, the shotgun's helping. It's kind of keeping him off us for a moment. He was tough. I wonder how much gold. He's dropped a gold coin. $100 odd. That's pretty good. Kind of the same. Oh, look. Yeah, yep. Another. Quite a few new different types. So, I need to try and get some health out. So as you can see, yeah, it's now starting to get a lot more difficult than it originally was. So the run up to this was quite easy, but now, yeah, a lot more difficult. Got to pay a lot more attention to this. She looks like a little Cthulhu beast, little tentacles coming out of the mouth. Wow, I'm doing a really good job of dodging straight into those. Okay, we just got 2 more streets. Ooh. Oh dear, we're now in a time zone. This was an unexpected twist. So we kind of really can't delay here. We've just got to go at it as quickly as possible. Now I've actually used up all the adrenaline, which would allow us to run a bit faster. He seems quite easy to get around just by not paying him any attention. Oh. Now use the fireworks to distract these zombies for as long as possible. Kind of all out small med kits. No. That's it. We failed. It was getting a little bit too intense and maybe should have spent a little bit more time searching earlier on. Okay, and the original game is very much similar to that, except it's over a much longer time, and you don't start off with a well-developed character. You've got to actually spend the money, but you can sell the equipment rather than just dumping it. Okay, so that's a look at Dead Pixels. This is part of the Indie Royale graduation bundle. This is definitely worth a good look, I think, if you enjoy your zombie games. As I say, it's still going to get repetitive after a while, but there is some frantic moments in there, definitely when you're getting surrounded by all those zombies. and you've got the timer going. Again, well, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you next time.